of niggas making music, and a lot of niggas is killing everybody. I saw the dead homies, y'all. Bro, I swear, all that shit sound cool. On God in heaven, nobody's dying that much. Nobody's dying barely at all. Literally, like, niggas. And certain niggas ain't never even, your whole gang ain't never even killed anybody. That's not cool. Stop trying to be cool. I hate niggas fucking cool. That's not cool, nigga. Stop. You don't even gotta kill niggas. You don't. You don't anyway. I swear to God, they lying on Jesus Christ. Especially the niggas who diss in our hood and niggas who be even dissing each other. They not even killing each other. Why is y'all lying for? Everybody be in jail. Y'all did that out of.
What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee. Back at it with some updates, man. Y'all see what it is. The man that was too real for No Jumper, right? We seen a lot of, people pull up from the gang culture to No Jumper, and we saw the indictments and stuff. And we've seen people more recently be like, yeah, I'm cool going on there, man. But for the longest time, that was a big part of the get down at No Jumper. Ain't it crazy? It went from a BMX guy that just did like more underground SoundCloud type rappers breaking into the game to let's get all in the gang culture. And you know what I mean? To the point Adam 22 just trolls and talks about it nonstop all the time. And it's just really something to really take in full circle. It's happening. Let me know if y'all feel me on that. But as far as people that come from that world being employed by No Jumper on a regular, like pulling up a few days a week doing content, we've seen Brick Baby, we've seen AD, we've seen Trell, and some of them lasted longer than others, but DW Flame was out of there pretty fast, man. You know what I mean? Tap in with your thoughts about that. Like, he just wasn't going to fold to certain things in regards to being a part of No Jumper. But here he is speaking about everybody's killing each other on songs, but nobody's dying. And, it's a shame because you think something could come up off of this in regards to like, yo, how about piecing it up and chilling with all the fluckery or whatever. But it always seems to go the other way, where people take like, okay, now let me try to turn up my violence and stuff like that. I don't know. Let me know. It's just like, everyone, if you're new, subscribe, hit the buttons. But if you don't know, it's all about hearing from the people over here. So that comment section is open. But it's just so crazy. Like, I was talking about the indictments and different things like that. And it just is crazy to me where we've seen podcasts used in indictments, song lyrics. That's nothing new. But then there's certain individuals that run clubhouse rooms and other things like that, talking about all kinds of like incriminating stuff. And they're even on paperwork of some of these indictments, but they don't ever seem to get hemmed up. And it just kind of has me really saying like, yo, this just isn't some old conspiratorial stuff. There's really something going on where certain individuals are being like used, cutting deals with the feds or whatever to run a modern day COINTELPRO operation online, and some people can see through it. And like what DW Flame's saying here, to me, he's not trying to kick more drama off. He's trying to say, you ain't even got to do that. You ain't even got to be like that. Stop trying to make it fashionable and cool to catch a body. What do y'all think? Then we got DJ Scratch. Wasn't he a part of the legendary Eric and Parrish Making Dollars, EPMD? He's saying, yo, the 6-foot guy on the left himself, DJ Scratch, he left sports to push on and pursue music. The other guy, the 7'1" guy or whatever on the right, Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal, Mr. Twism. Y'all remember that track? Tap in, anyone out there that did. It's gotta be Twism for life. It's gotta be Twism for life with Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. Only one of them spit on it, man. You talk about a duo that just didn't get their just due was Lord Tariq and Peter Guns, man. The label mismanaged the fuck out of them. And then the fact that they lost everything as far as revenue off that track because of the Steely Dan sample not being cleared. At least they got to tour off it and see some money, but they got penalized for that. I think there's a Vlad TV interview out there where he says, yo, we lost everything. They own 100%. They're even credited as songwriters. Like he was saying, yo, imagine an old ass white dude like being on as a songwriter saying, don't make me slide off and slide this up in your wife. That's life. You can learn how to treat a parent, you know what I mean? But anyways, Shaq, left sports to pursue music as well as many other avenues, being a sports broadcaster, being an actor, hell, even doing sheriff work to catch weirdos and pedos. Did it all. And, he's just saying, hey, I'm glad it worked out for the both of us. It's pretty interesting, right? And then to close the news on out, we got my son who has been calling out Tory Lanez, right? He's saying, yo, Tory, you got poked up behind the wall. You're not really built like that. You're trying to make your way home. The new stuff that came out from the security guard breaking that whole thing to the world. He's like, yo, I'm not mad at you. Do what you got to do to get home. But he's just taking issue with Tory Lanez making Meg, who was shot, and he's saying Tory did do it to the whole world. He's been pointing out that there was ample evidence that went during the trial. He's saying just don't go with the narratives, do your homework. And he was just saying do what you got to do to get up out of there, man. That prison life ain't no thing. It ain't no place to be, as my son did his bid and everything, right? But he's saying don't turn Meg into the bad guy. And you see he's sharing this in regards to evidence. Yes, gunshot residue, GSR, was found on Tory Lanez's hands. Sorry, y'all, let me pull it back up. It disappeared on me. Where'd it go? Apologies, y'all. Bear with me. Yes, GSR was found on Tory Lanez's hands following the 2020 SHOOTING incident involving Meg Thee Stallion, according to reports from the trial. Both Lanez and Kelsey Harris, Megan's former friend who was present during the incident, tested positive for GSR. This indicates that both were in close proximity to the firearm when it was discharged. Additionally, DNA analysis revealed that Lanez's DNA was not found on the magazine of the firearm, and the results were inconclusive. So, I don't know, he's saying, and what he put up for his whole caption game here as well. He put ChatGPT is a great source of accurate info based on the 1 million comments of misinformed geniuses on my page repeating the same wrong narrative but he didn't have GSR or gunshot residue on his hand. I thought, once again, I take the time to properly inform you, even though most of you are willfully ignorant, meaning you aren't seeking the truth because the lie makes you feel better. Sorry. That's from my son, man. So again, he's rooting for Tory to get up out from behind the wall, but he's saying, yo, all this misinfo regarding the trial, that there was a lot of evidence against him, man. So that's gonna do it for this one. Let's chop it up on these topics in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. It's Coffee. And I'm gone.